Today's flight will be a short domestic flight. I will be departing out of Zurich, Switzerland, flying all the way to Munich, Germany. I'll be flying the Airbus A320Neo for this flight. I'll be flying a Lufthansa flight for this flight from Zurich to Munich. I'll be cruising at 30,000 feet. Total flight time should take around an hour to an hour and a half. Engine covers have been removed. Wheel chocks have been removed. Let's hop inside. Let's get the pre-flight started. Get the passengers on board, luggage on board, and make the flight from Zurich to Munich. I stayed here at Zurich International. The airport has a remodeled design. Very nice. Yeah, we're flying the Airbus A320Neo for this flight. Let's hop inside the cockpit here. Let's turn on the battery. External power is on. Starting APU. And this will be a short flight from Zurich to Munich. Total flight time should take around an hour to an hour and a half. I'll be cruising at 30,000 feet. Now let's get the flight started. Flight on. Nice auto. On. Flight set to arm. Flight auto. Nav 2. Meters, multi-nav, meter 1 to nav, IR2, nav, and IR3 to nav. While we wait for that, let's go and set up our EFB for our flight to Munich. Runway 16. Let's change that runway from 16. Try 28. That might get here. Runway 14. Yep, I don't know that. Back to 16. EDDM 1T departure. Arrival airport will be Munich, which is EDDM. Left. LSZH left. The EET-26 position. The arrival will be NAPS 1B arrival. And this is a short flight, an hour, hour and a half. Once into ATC. Let's go and get the clearance. On the location of the airport, the ILS takes a few seconds to a few minutes.
Zurich clearance delivery. Lufthansa 4488 IFR to Munich. Ready to copy.
Lufthansa 4488 is cleared to Munich Airport via the Dege 1 Tango departure, runway 16. Climb via SID maintain 5000 expect flight level tree, 1010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 125.955, squawk 0515.
Clear to Munich via the Dege 1 Tango departure, runway 16.
Read that correct.
Climb via
Contact
SID
ground
maintain
on
5000 expect
121
flight level tree, 1010 minutes
Good day.
after departure. Departure frequency is 125.955, squawk 0515. Lufthansa 4488.
ILS Alliance will begin the boarding of passengers and cargo. Here's our ground service. Lights on. Payload. Passenger count. Cargo. Fuel. Fly. Fast. Waiting for the ILS to align. Currently here at, what gate are we at? At least see the gate. It does. We're currently here at Zurich in Switzerland. Find a Lufthansa Airbus A320Neo for this flight. The next flight I have planned directly after this will be a 747 flight flying Lufthansa from Frankfurt to Dulles. Just waiting for the map to align. Again, depending on the location of where the plane is located, it takes either a few minutes to a few seconds. Since APU is available, we can go and disconnect the ground power unit. On the weather radar, all X. Out these warnings. Alright, payload and fuel. Quick fly will do about 69% fuel. That's going to be FMGC. ILS has aligned. We'll get the passengers and luggage on board.
Zurich ground. Lufthansa 4488. Please get the
The
passengers on
jetway is
board.
going to be connected.
Start the baggage service.
Zurich ground, Lufthansa
What was
4488. Could you please send the baggage?
See all the smears on the
Lufthansa
cockpit window.
4488. Baggage is on the way.
Detail. Alright, jetway is connected. Passengers should be coming on board. Coming on board. Door. Right now, the door did not open. Let's go in to door control. Door is now open. Luggage is being brought on board. Let's go and set up our flight plan. Let's go to init page. We're flying out of Zurich to Munich, that's already set. Cruising at 30,000 feet, crossing next 20, that's correct. Flight number 488. Flight plan has already been entered. Any discontinuities? Any discontinuities? Here to plan. Our plan looks like. Again, it's a pretty quick flight. In the progress, EDDM. Left. Entered. Check the... Alright, everything's good. One copy active. Get takeoff speeds. Normally I would put in the departing runway and the SID, all that. Since I request IFR clearance and sent the instructions, these right here, to the ATC and avionics, everything I put in here goes in here. Get our takeoff speed for runway 16. All the timbers are there. Sync. To next step. Back to the init page. Weight and block fuel to perf. Go. And send to FMGS. Alright, flex is 48. Arc. IV1157. VR157. And V2159. Flaps are going to be set to 1. Confirm takeoff data. Starting APU bleed. Fuel pumps on. Now ready for pushback. One last final look over. Shocks are removed. Removed. Mode, ignition start. I'm done with the boarding.
Zurich ground. Lufthansa 4488. I am done with the boarding.
That's going to close that door. I'm actually be closed. It is. That's going to request pushback.
Zurich ground. Lufthansa 4488.
Parking brake released.
Requesting pushback.
Lufthansa
Beacon light
4488.
on.
Pushback request accepted.
Close the locations tab. Mayor pushback. And engine start. And if you're joining right now, just getting pushback. Going to be departing out of Munich, not Munich, Zurich to Munich. I'm pushing back here at Zurich International Airport, here in Zurich, Switzerland. We'll be flying a very short flight, should take around an hour and a half maybe, to Munich. Engine 1, starting. The next flight I have planned after this one will be a 747 flight flying Lufthansa from Frankfurt to Dulles.
Zurich ground. Swiss 2121. Swiss 2121.
Zurich ground.
Taxi to gate Echo
Lufthansa
2 tree
4488.
by taxiway.
Requesting the end of pushback.
Lufthansa
is ended.
4488. Request to end pushback received.
Pushback
Zurich
plug is
ground.
clearing out of the way.
Lufthansa 4488 Quebec. Ready to taxi. IFR.
Starting engine 2.
Lufthansa 4488. Taxi to and hold short of runway 16 using
5000.
taxiway cross runway 10. Contact tower on 118.975
right here.
when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 16 via taxiway cross runway 10. Lufthansa 4488.
Engaged. VR1 on. Altitude constraints engaged. Auto brake set to max. Parking brake set. Roll this again, make sure everything's stabilized. Good. Here to flight control. right, up, down, right, left. My flights are looking good. If you max the switch off, if you bleed off, remote norm, brake arm, flaps 1. Taxi lights on. Okay, door closed and locked. We are good. Collection engaged. One brake released. We are taxi to runway 16, departing out of Zurich. Flying non-stop to Munich. On the Airbus A320Neo, a special Lufthansa delivery. The one that I want to get, we haven't got sent here yet, is the 100-year special delivery by Lufthansa. It's one with the white crane. This area here got a model during the latest European cities update. Very nice. Taxi down to runway 16. Again, this is a very short flight, so it took an hour, hour and a half. Might take even less than that. Cruising at 30,000 feet. I jump there. Back here, so down a little bit. Spikes right over there. Almost to our runway. You're tuning in at this moment. We're about to take off out of Zurich, flying all the way to Munich. The next flight I have planned after this will be using the 747, flying from Frankfurt to Dulles. flight is not that heavy with passengers, cargo, and fuel. Might not have to use all the runway.
Lufthansa 4488 ready for IFR departure. Runway 16.
Lufthansa 4488, QNH 1022. Clear for takeoff, runway 16.
022.
Clear for takeoff, runway 16. Lufthansa 4488.
Takeoff config test. Alright. Flaps are set. Speed brake arm. Landing lights on. Takeoff. Takeoff lights. Takeoff. Brake release. Takeoff. To Munich. Flex. Engaged.
Lufthansa 4488 contact. Zurich departure on 125.955. Good day.
Throttles to climb.
Newman North
Flaps
Tower.
up.
Austrian 132 ready for IFR departure. Runway 32.
5,000.
Austrian 132, QNH 1022. Clear for takeoff, runway 32.
Look back at Zurich.
takeoff runway tree 2.
Next
On
stop,
1 tree 2.
Munich. Swimming pool down there.
Lufthansa 4488. Zurich departure. QNH 1022. Radar contact.
Look in the distance and you see the mountains of Switzerland. The Swiss Alps.
Lufthansa 4488. Climb and maintain flight level tree 10.
310.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 10. Lufthansa 4488.
Again, this is a very short flight. Now, range here. We won't be at 31,000 feet for very long. Once we reach our cruise altitude, I'm going to set in the descent information. So now we're climbing. Actually, I'm going to wait till we're at the cruise altitude. Over here to the right side, you see all of the Swiss Alps. Taxi lights off. Past 10,000 feet, landing lights will be turned off. Past 10,000 feet. Lights off. And this is a very short flight. So instead of 31,000, I'm going to request a decrease.
Lufthansa 4488. Contact Zurich Center on 126.225.
7,000 feet.
Good day.
We'll do 5,000.
126.225 for Lufthansa 4488.
21,000 feet might be a bit too high.
Zurich Center, Lufthansa 4488 is passing 11,300 climbing flight level tree 10.
Lufthansa 4488. Zurich Center, QNH 1021. Radar contact. Continue to ZH 525.
Request decrease speed by about 7,000 feet.
Zurich Center, Lufthansa 4488. Request flight level 240.
Lufthansa 4488. Climb and maintain flight level 240.
240. I think 31,000 feet might be a bit too high for this flight.
Lufthansa 4488.
Level off at 24,000 feet. Might not even make it to that cruise altitude. Might actually might be a lot shorter than I thought it would be. Check here. This is a lot shorter than I thought it would be. I'm going to request a decrease by another 4,000 and cruise at 20,000 feet.
request flight level 200.
Lufthansa 4488.
Realize how close
climb
Munich
and
was.
maintain flight level 200. Keep speed not above 250 knots.
Climb and maintain flight level 200. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Lufthansa 4488.
Lufthansa 4488.
We do get a nice views of the Swiss Alps.
Naps 1 Bravo to 5,000. Expect ILS runway 26 left approach via Betos transition.
Descend by Naps 1 Bravo to 5,000. Expect ILS runway 26 left approach
That's
via
our
Betos
approach
transition.
information for
Lufthansa
Munich.
4488.
5,000 feet for the flight slope. Level off at 20,000 feet. Then landing information. And this is a very short flight. A lot shorter than I thought it would be. So when we reach our cruise altitude, we'll automatically be descending. Okay, after this flight, I'll be setting up a next flight. I'll be flying
France
from
away,
Frankfurt,
tree
Germany,
618.
all the way
Descend
to
and
Dulles
maintain flight
International.
level tree
I'll be
60.
flying the Lufthansa 747 for that flight. If you're just now tuning in, I'm currently flying from Zurich to Munich, coming to 20,000 feet.
4488 contact.
Again, this is a very short flight.
4.4. Good day.
Going to 124.4, Lufthansa 4488. Vienna Center. Lufthansa 4488 is passing flight level 185.
We'll be cruising at our 20,000 feet for very long. Once our cruise altitude has been reached, I have to come over here
Radar contact, continue to
and
NAFTA.
put in the landing information. I see a couple flights as we arrive into Munich. Our altitude is about to be reached. Over here to our tablet. Update. My QNH is 1021. Temperature is 10.
Lufthansa 4488 contact Munich Center on 120.65.
26006.
120.65, Lufthansa 4488.
4488 Munich Center, radar contact, continue to NAFTA.
Alright, trans out is 5,000. Radio call outs. Feet. That is all set. Once top of the descent has been reached, I will dial in 5,000. And we'll begin our descent into Munich. And this was a short flight. A lot shorter than I thought it would be. I mean, I thought I'd be up here for like an hour, hour and a half. That being a lot quicker than I thought. did see a couple of A320s while at Zurich. I'm not sure if they're good or not. I know they're a brand new kind of aircraft. I'm looking forward to the AnyBuild's A380, where that comes out. The A340 is nice. I mean, I might get the A340, but you can't beat the A380. I hope you enjoyed the flight and the stream. It was a pretty quick stream, but after this I will be beginning a new stream directly after we land and taxi to our gate. I'll be setting up another stream as I fly the 747 from Frankfurt to Dulles. Brakes too low. That already set. Top of the descent is getting close. The top of the descent has been reached. Dialing 5,000 feet, we begin our descent into Munich. Has been reached. Dialing 5,000. Beginning our descent into Munich. Brake arm. Activate approach. Let's find sequence into auto. Now beginning our descent into Munich. It is again a pretty quick flight. Other than I expected it to be. stick drift. Kind of annoying sometimes. Flight time, I would say it took us around maybe 45 minutes to fly from Zurich to Munich. That's when it basically from pushback, taxi, takeoff, climb, descent, and then taxi to our gate in Munich. Yeah, I'd say it took around an hour. Past 14,000 feet. About 1,000 feet per minute. Descent into Munich. This is you see Munich to airport. Depending on the left. Pilot, bad, disconnected by mistake.
1-2.305. Good day.
Going to 1-2.305. Lufthansa 4488.
Contact Munich approach.
Munich approach. Lufthansa 4488 is at 8,900, descending 5,000 via the NAPS 1 Bravo arrival.
Lufthansa 4488, Munich approach, QNH 1021, radar contact, continue to DM 452.
Next 10 minutes. Localizer. Down the camera. APSA. Correct. M448. Correct 2. Gone through all that windy corkscrew, flight path on the way down. Off at 5,000 feet. Brake down. auto. Localizer to grab.
Lufthansa 4488. Contact Munich Tower on 119.405 when inbound.
Approach mode on.
Tower on 119.405.
Flaps 3.
Lufthansa 4488.
Flaps 2.
Munich Tower. Lufthansa 4488.
Great
15
farm.
miles east. Inbound ILS runway 26 left approach.
Lufthansa 4488. Munich Tower. QNH 1021. Cleared ILS runway 26 left approach.
Cleared ILS runway 26 left approach. Lufthansa 4488.
Glide slope's about to be grabbed. That magentic diamond. Line up. Glide slope has been grabbed. Once I reach this waypoint, MSW42, I'll lower landing gear. That was a bit too high. Still too kind of far out to lower landing gear just yet. Oh. Where did you come from? Just spawn right in? Just make an interesting landing. Might have to do a go around because I did not expect that plane to spawn right in right there. I don't want to do a go around, so we might have to be landing at the same time.
Lufthansa 2311, 15 miles east, inbound ILS runway 26, right approach.
Lufthansa 2311, Munich Tower, QNH 1021, cleared ILS runway 26, right approach. Lufthansa 4488, follow the Airbus A320 on final, wind 256 at 6. Clear to land runway 26 left.
Alright, following the A320
Clear
in.
to land runway 26 left, Lufthansa 4488.
Alright, gear down.
Cleared ILS runway 26, right approach. Lufthansa 2311.
Once we're about 1,000 feet, take over manual control. Manual control.
Minimum 200.
Lufthansa 4488, go around.
I'm not going around.
100.
Nouvel Air 280, exit runway when able.
20. Retard. Retard. Retard.
And touchdown.
Retard.
A little bounce there.
Lufthansa
Runway.
4488, did you hear my last transmission?
And slowing down. That was a pretty short landing. I got the runway quick.
Exit runway when able.
Flaps are up.
Lufthansa 2311.
Alright, parking brake
wind
set.
256 at 6. Clear to land runway 26 right.
Speed brake down.
Clear to land runway 26
Alright,
right.
man, that was a pretty quick landing.
2311.
Alright, taxi lights on, landing lights off. Let's go on contact Munich ground and get to our gate.
Munich Tower, air hop 1850 at runway 26 right ready for departure. IFR to Schiphol.
Nouvel Air
All this communications
280.
go away.
Turn next taxiway.
Alright, taxi to gate.
Unit ground, Lufthansa 4488. Taxi to the gate.
Lufthansa 4488. Taxi to gate 16 tree using taxiway Bravo 7 Whiskey 1.
16 tree via taxiway Bravo 7 Whiskey 1. Lufthansa 4488.
Target brake released. That's going to tag to our gate. And that was a pretty quick landing. And immediately land and turn off the next taxiway because I did not want to do a go around. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Munich. Hope you enjoyed the flight so far. Next flight I got planned will be from Frankfurt to Dulles, flying the 747. Very quick taxiway. Alright, pulling up to our gate. Park brake set. Let's go and connect the jetway. The jetway reach. Opening. Jetway is connected. Alright, let's go to ground. DPU connected. So power is on. Engines off. Fuel pumps off. Taxi lights off. Strobe lights set off. Beacon off. Logo lights off. Seatbelt signs off. Ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to Munich. Hope you enjoyed this flight from Zurich to Munich. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Have a great night. I look forward to the next one that's starting right after this one as I fly the 747 from Frankfurt to Dulles. Thank you again for watching. Have a great night.